Look closely at your own eyes in a mirror. There is the colored ring, your iris, and the dark dot in the middle. But around all of that is a wide field of bright white. You have seen it your whole life. You assume every pair of eyes looks like this. They don't. That white is one of the strangest features on the human body because you are very nearly the only animal on Earth that has it. That white part has a name, the sclera, and in almost every other species, it is not white at all. Look into the eyes of a chimpanzee, a gorilla, a wolf, a hawk. The area around the iris is dark, brown, sometimes nearly black, colored to blend in with the iris itself. There is a reason for that, and it is the opposite of yours. They are hiding something. Because an eye does two things at once. It lets you see out, and it quietly tells everyone around you where you are looking. And where you are looking is information, powerful information. A predator stalking prey does not want to advertise its target. A prey animal scanning for an escape route does not want to reveal which way it will bolt. In a world of competition, your gaze is a secret worth keeping. So most animals keep it. A dark sclera is camouflage for the eye. You cannot easily tell where a lion is looking, or a deer, or a shark. The colored part and the dark part blend together into one shape, and the direction of the gaze disappears. For most of the animal kingdom, hiding your attention is simply good survival. Which makes the human eye genuinely bizarre. We went the other way, completely. Our sclera is not just visible, it is bright white, the highest contrast possible against a dark iris. Our eyes are stretched sideways, wider than they are tall, exposing even more white on each side. Everything about the human eye is built to do the one thing other animals avoid. It shouts exactly where you are looking. Think about how much you read from that. You can tell from across a room whether someone is looking at you, or just past you, or at the thing behind your shoulder. You catch a friend's eyes flick toward the door. You feel a stranger's gaze before you even turn. All of that comes from the white. It is a screen that displays the aim of your attention to anyone watching. So here is the puzzle that fascinated scientists. Revealing your gaze is dangerous. It hands information to anyone who might use it against you. Evolution should bury the human sclera in dark pigment like everyone else's. Instead, it did the opposite and made it impossible to miss. Why would a species evolve to give away its own secrets? The leading answer is called the cooperative eye hypothesis, and it rests on a simple idea. Humans do not survive by competing with each other. We survive by working together. And if your survival depends on the people beside you, then it suddenly becomes an advantage for them to know exactly what you are looking at. Picture early humans hunting together, building together, raising children together. One person glances up at a threat in the trees, and everyone nearby instantly follows that gaze to the same spot without a single word. One person looks at a tool, then at you, and you understand. The exposed eye turns a private thought into a shared signal. It lets a whole group think almost as one. This is wired in shockingly early. Show a human baby a face, and the baby will follow the direction of the eyes. Show a baby chimpanzee the same face, and it follows the direction of the head instead. Human infants lock onto eyes specifically from the first months of life, long before they can speak. We are reading the whites of each other's eyes before we can read anything else. And there is a deeper layer to it. You only expose your gaze if you can trust the people around you not to use it against you. White eyes are, in a sense, a badge of trust. They only make sense in a species so cooperative that giving away your attention helps you more than hiding it ever could. The human eye is a bet that the people around you are on your side. It is why so much of human life runs silently through eye contact. A glance can warn, invite, scold, flirt, or apologize with no words at all. We hold eye contact to connect and break it when we lie. We feel watched from behind. We read a person's whole mood from a flicker of white. An entire language sits in those eyes, one you started speaking as an infant and never stopped. We have even passed the habit on. Dogs, after thousands of years beside us, evolved to read human eyes and faces in a way wolves never could. Those big, pleading puppy eyes that melt you are partly a response to us, a species that lives and dies by reading gaze, breeding companions who could meet it. They learn to watch our eyes because our eyes are made to be watched. So the next time you catch someone's eye across a room, remember what is actually happening. You are using a feature almost no other animal on Earth dares to have, a bright white flag wrapped around your vision, broadcasting your attention to the world, trusting that the world is looking back with you, not against you. Every other animal hides its gaze. You wear yours out in the open. That is not a weakness. It might be the most human thing about you. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and tell me what to look at next.